Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Muhammad Sawa Ibn Muhammad Zakab. Today I will present topic 2.5, which is the relationship between photosynthesis and yield. Photosynthesis is one of the most important biological process in a plants. It is the process by which plants use sunlight, carbon dioxide, water to produce glucose and oxygen. The glucose produced during the photosynthesis is used as a source of energy and building material for plant growth. Without the photosynthesis, the plants cannot produce food grow properly or produce economic yield. Therefore, understanding the relationship between photosynthesis and yield is very important in crop production because it helps farmers improve productivity and maximize harvest. Okay, now let's look at the relationship between photosynthesis and yield. During the photosynthesis, plants convert light energy into chemical energy in the form of glucose. This glucose is converted into carbohydrates and transported throughout the plant. And the carbohydrates are used to build different plant structures such as leaf, stem, roots, flowers, and seeds. When the rate of photosynthesis is increases, the amount of food produced also increases. As a result, plants can grow faster, develop more leaves, and produce more flowers and fruits. For example, if two plants receive different amounts of sunlight, the plant receiving more sunlight will usually perform more photosynthesis and produce a higher yield. This shows that photosynthesis has a direct effect on crop productivity. Several environmental factors affect photosynthesis and eventually influence crop yield. The first factor is light. The light is the main source of energy for photosynthesis. Without the sufficient light, plants cannot produce enough glucose. The second factor is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is one of the raw materials that require photosynthesis. Increasing carbon dioxide concentration can increase the photosynthesis rate. The third factor is water. Water is another raw material needed during photosynthesis. When plants experience water stress, the stomata close reduce water loss. This also reduce carbon dioxide uptake and decrease the photosynthesis. The fourth factor is nitrogen. Nitrogen is important because it is required for chlorophyll formation. And chlorophyll is the green pigment that capture light energy. The final factor is temperature. Photosynthesis works best within an optimal temperature range. Extremely high or low temperature can reduce enzyme activity and slow down photosynthesis. Therefore, maintaining suitable environmental condition is important for achieving high crop yield. Another important concept is biomass production. Biomass refers to the total dry matter produced by a plant during its growth. Photosynthesis is responsible for producing carbohydrates that contribute to biomass accumulation. When photosynthesis is increased, more carbohydrates are produced stored within the plant. This results in larger leaf, stronger stems, better root development, and greater overall plant growth. In crop production, higher biomass usually leads to higher yield because more plant material is available grain, fruit, or seed development. For example, a healthy maize plant with high photosynthetic activity can produce larger crops and more kernels compared to a plant with low photosynthetic activity. This demonstrates the strong relationship between photosynthesis, biomass, and yield. This graph illustrates the relationship between photosynthesis efficiency and crop yield. As shown in the graph, the crop yield increases as photosynthesis efficiency increases. This positive trend occurs because plants are able to produce more carbohydrates, more carbohydrates when photosynthesis is more efficient. These carbohydrates are then used for growth and reproductive development. Therefore, improving photosynthetic is efficiency is one of the most effective ways to increase agricultural productivity. The graph clearly demonstrates that higher photosynthesis generally result in higher crop yield. Farmers can apply several agronomic practices to improve photosynthesis and increase the yield. One of the practices is proper plant spacing. When plants are spaced correctly, each plant receives enough sunlight for photosynthesis. Another practice is pruning. Pruning removes excess branches and allows sunlight to penetrate deeper into canopy. Weed control is also important because weeds compete with the crop for light, water, and nutrient. Additionally, adequate irrigation ensure that plants receive enough water or photosynthesis. Balanced fertilization, especially nitrogen fertilization, promotes chlorophyll formation and improve photosynthetic performance. All of these practices help plants perform photosynthesis more efficiently and produce higher yields. Let's consider a simple example. In rice cultivation, if rice plants are planted too closely together, some leaves may be shaded by other leaves. As a result, less sunlight reach the lower leaf, reducing photosynthesis. In addition, weed infestation can further reduce the availability of light, water, and nutrients. However, when the farmers are used proper spacing, effective weed control, and sufficient fertilizer application, photosynthesis can be improved significantly. This leads to better grain filling and healthier significantly. This example shows how photosynthesis directly affects agricultural production. So, in conclusion, photosynthesis is the foundation of crop production. It provides the energy and carbohydrates required for plant growth, biomass accumulation, and yield formation. The rate of photosynthesis is influenced by several factors, including light, carbon dioxide, water, nitrogen, and temperature. When the photosynthesis increases biomass, increases when the photosynthesis increases, biomass production also increase, leading to higher crop yield. Therefore, improving the photosynthesis through a proper crop management is essential for achieving maximum productivity. To summarize in one sentence, um, higher photosynthesis leads to more food production, more biomass accumulation, and ultimately higher crop yield. Alright, that's all for me. Thank you.